What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with another NIO update video where we take a look at how NIO stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think NIO stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on NIO are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record and we will get right into it. So in yesterday's video, I highlighted a key point that we were looking out for the bull pennant pattern that we saw kind of forming in the stock to still be valid. And today we've got some good news. We did have a little bit of a green day, which means we are still, pushing up and kind of bouncing off that bottom level, which is really good news for us. So we'll cover that. We'll cover how the stock traded, and then we'll cover future levels of support and resistance. So let me hit the one-day chart and we will get right into it. So first things first, right? We are up $1.22 on the day, which is about 2.13%. We're up another 95 cents after hours, which is another 1.63%. Compare that to the NASDAQ, which was only up 0.5%. The Dow Jones was up 281 points, which is 0.93%. And then the S&P was up 0.86%, right? So we're talking 0.5, 0.93 and 0.86. So compared to that, NIO's 2% and another 1.5% in the after hours is definitely, relatively strong. Let's take a look at how it traded today. So you guys remember here we were trading in kind of the 56s to close the day, and we talked about kind of that being a key level that the stock should hold for it to keep pushing up. And what we saw was a little bit of a gap down, right? But it quickly recovered. So by the time we opened, we were kind of right where we closed. We did dip below our 56 level of support here for a little bit after bouncing, but we came right above it, and then we went and pushed at our 58 level, right? As you can see, we get rejected there, come down, go right back up, hitting up against it for, let's see, 1150 to 1227, so for like 30 minutes, right? It's right at that level, hitting against it, but getting rejected. And then after taking a little breather, coming back, rejected, take a breather, come back. Finally, it's able to make it through, push up to 59s. We see a little bit of a fade right back to this level, except, it was acting as a little bit of a support level for us for a little bit there before we kind of broke below it. In the after hours, right, it really pushed up, hitting against this $60 level, and it's starting to fade again. So overall, great day trading for NIO. Not only, a green day, but it was really nicely kind of aligning with our levels that we have both as levels of resistance and levels of support. So let's go to the daily chart and we'll see what we see with levels of support and what we see kind of forming that I've talked about, right? So first things first, what do we have coming up as a level of support and a level of resistance? So we are right at this level right now. We are at this 58.37. In the after hours though, we've pushed above that level. So let's cover the upside, right? What do we have coming up from a level of resistance if we start to push up? First level is this $60.04 level, pretty much $60 mental resistance as well. But we've seen that level act as a little bit of support and a little bit of a resistance for us a couple of different times. So that would be kind of the first level that we have to knock out, and then that kind of gets us ready for a push towards this 64 level. But in our case, this line that we are looking at, so this line right here, when it comes down, right, if we stretch it out for a couple more days, right, hopefully we get rejected by the 63 and then start to maybe consolidate. If not, then, maybe that breakout is already happening, but I'm hoping that, by the time we get up there, that it's going to be more clear that it wants to do that. So let's take a look at, what that means on the downside, right? Like if we see a little bit of a push down tomorrow, what are the levels of support that we're looking at? Well, assuming we open up flat from where we are now, right, we're going to be above this 58.37 level of support. So that would be my first level that I'm looking at, that 58.37 that we saw acting as a little bit of resistance at a couple times. And above it, it was acting as a little bit of a support. So resistance and support, this 58.37, depending on whether below it or above it. And then the next level that we have, let me bring out the EMAs for us, right? The next level of support that we have is in this 5634s, which actually is also the 34 EMA currently in the 5363s. So between the 5630s level of support and the 5660s level in the 34 EMA, I think we have some pretty good support down there as well. First support, 5837, second level of support, mid 56s, I would say, as well as this line coming up. So we adhere to that. If not, we could drop to the 5466 level of support that we have. Remember that, this bull pennant to me is still valid just because, we are making a lower high and a lower high up here and a higher low, trading in a narrower range. So if that continues, hopefully we see a little bit more consolidation happening between this level, and then we kind of start to break out at the end of this. Again, my goal for NIO stock is to hit 80 by the end of this year. So that's what I'm going for personally. But let me know down in the comment section what you guys think NIO is. I think NIO is going to, I think that, with everything that they've kind of launched this year in NIO Day with, NIO sedans, battery swaps, the stations that they're talking about, as well as their continued sales growth, we could definitely see that, maybe even $100 sometime in 2021. I definitely think that that's doable. But first things first, we gotta knock out a couple of these resistances, maybe see a breakout, knock out that 66.99, make new all-time highs. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think, and I'd love to share with you guys down there. Hopefully, make sure to monitor this upper level in the 63s, lower level in the 56s to see if the pattern's still valid and we could see a breakout at the end of it. Yeah, that's all I had for you guys today. I'll see you guys for another video tomorrow. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.